Hey guys, want to bring you another YouTube video on the Google Nest Wi-Fi router and point on how we had issues on setting it up at first. Obviously, the diagram that they had seemed like, I thought based on what their description was, that it could cover up to 3,800 square feet. My house is roughly 2,100 square feet, so I thought I could put it on opposite ends. So let me show you. So this is the Google Nest Wi-Fi router spot where I put it upstairs in the loft. So at first, I'll show you. Where we went. So originally we were going to put it right by my PlayStation, right down there. But so again, you can see I went downstairs at the very end, and it did not on one end of the downstairs. So it could not. This point would not connect for some reason. So because this is almost direct. We ended up putting it right here because my wife prefers to have it kind of hidden. And so it's upstairs pretty much. What they kind of talk about is that it needs to be 2 rooms apart where you could kind of talk to Google Assistant. And so once you have it set up, it will actually find that point and tell you, do you want to connect this point? And because when we tried it on the other side of the room, it would not connect or find it. So what they talk about, saying that it could cover up to 3,800 square feet, it is correct if you have it underneath. So if you have a 2-story home, say you put it in the middle of the house on the upper floor, then you want it down below directly, almost or diagonal from it. But because again it's from the front upstairs, it will not let you cover from one end to the other end. So you can't, if you think about it, from upstairs corner to the downstairs corner, it's not going to cover or take care of it. So that's how you have to fix it, is that you have to find it within that range. And if you look at the diagram on the box, it will kind of show you in that sense. Actually, I could grab the box too while we talk about this. I could show you how it looks based on the diagram. So if you kind of look right there, if you think of it, my upstairs loft, I thought you could almost do it like from one corner. Obviously, it's saying, well, if you go downstairs, it needs to be almost within that range. The living room, you can see, was almost right about that range. Apparently, that's too far. So we kind of moved it again. It's about right here for us to work, to have that strong signal and that speed. When we did the speed test, it's the fastest speed we've ever had, I would say, downstairs. So we haven't really lost any connection. It definitely works. So if you have a 2-story, I would say it will make sense, even if you have a 1-story. But from one end to the other, you're probably going to need more mesh and points for your system. So I would definitely recommend it, again, based on those. But let me, yeah, up to 3,800 square feet right here. But it does not, I don't think that's correct based on that diagram. I tried it it's not going to work if it's from one end to the other. So again, if you want the maximum, I would say can't have it as close as possible from upstairs and downstairs based on how it's blanketed. Based on, you can see the circle of the coverage and then the second point of where it's covered. Obviously, you can see the strongest is right here, which that is why I figured move this point to around here. It still covered my backyard and downstairs. So, and I actually did a Wi-Fi test, even in the backyard coverage, and it still got probably dropped 20 megabytes per second below, but it's out of the 100, but it's still pretty good coverage than before. Because before I was downstairs, I was probably lucky if I could get 25, even though I was paying 100, paying for 100 megabytes per second. I was probably lucky to get 25, but upstairs I would get close to 75 to 85 if I was lucky. But now with this system and setup, it's definitely, I've gotten almost 99, 100 a couple times. So I haven't seen it drop dramatically. I have seen it, to be honest, at night around 9 to 11 o'clock a couple times on the weekend where it dropped down to about 25 again, but that's still a lot better than before. So I would definitely recommend it if you have that issue. Go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe. If you've had any other issue, hopefully this solution definitely did help. And that was the easiest fix that way. Because again, I tried almost half a day hoping that I could get from one end to the other, thinking that's going to be the best coverage. But again, you're not going to have the best coverage if you do it this way. I feel like you're going to have to see that middle right here. That's how we kind of set it up, and it still was pretty good that way to blanket the whole house. So again, I would look base and configure it, but definitely don't have it one end to the other. Even if you could talk to Google Assistant to have it set up that way. Because it said if you're 2 rooms apart and that you could still talk to Google Assistant, you can set it up that way, but I don't recommend it because it didn't work for us. So go ahead and hit that like button if that helped you. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel, and hopefully, again, that helped you to solve this issue. And maybe it changed your mind, and maybe you want that high speed as possible. Definitely take a look at your speed and connection. But definitely appreciate your support and watching this, and smash that like button. And again, together we can build better tomorrow. Thanks.